Hey guys, this morning I thought I'd come to Lake Pukaki track, the river track that goes next to the river all the way to Lake Benimore. Unfortunately, it's closed. Yesterday we did the east track and got to about 95% finished, literally at the end, and there was two big washouts which we couldn't get through. So we had to turn around, tails between our legs, and actually go to an Old Faithful campground because we were planning to go to a campground next to Lake Benimore, but that didn't happen. Now this morning, fresh day, I thought, let's do the other one. It's closed. So anyway, just a bit of an update.
My name is Marcus Wyatt. Join me as I share my passion for four-wheel drives and traveling to the remotest parts of New Zealand. If you enjoy these videos, please support me by buying me a coffee on Patreon. Join the Explore Track New Zealand team now. This is the Pukaki River track south that runs along the Pukaki River bank. It is a great 20-kilometer long route offering an array of interesting views. The track has sections with pine tree saplings that are very tight. As you can see, the spillway is closed as the riverbed was basically dry. When they open the spillway, the river can flow quite strongly to the point of raging with aqua blue water, which can be a very impressive sight. We are following the high section of the Pukaki South track, which primarily runs along the top of a series of bluffs. On one of the descents to the lower level, we used the wrong route and had to push through a really tight spot, adding some paint damage to the rig. Most of the route is very easy, grade 2, but there are some more difficult steep loose rocky sections as you climb up or descend from one level to the next. There are tracks everywhere. At the bottom level, top level, some crossing the river. It's a four-wheel drive playground. Unfortunately for us, we had to backtrack our route as there was two massive washouts pretty much right at the end of the track. First, we searched for a track that would cross the Pukaki River. There were many tracks, but none crossed the river to the west bank. So we made the call to head to an area next to Lake Pukaki where there is several camping spots. After checking out numerous potential sites, we settled on this very nicely protected spot. We had brush on three sides which protected us from the wind blowing down the valley. The next morning, we tried to drive the Pukaki River West track, but as you saw in the beginning, the track was closed. At this point, I decided to go explore two campsites to get an idea if I'd like to camp there at some point. The first campsite we checked out was the South Road Lake Adriana campground. What a beautiful spot! Lake Adriana is a spectacular example of a South Island high country lake and is a hidden gem to many in the Mackenzie region. The lake is spring-fed, surrounded by tawny-coloured dry tussock of the region and ringed by tall mountain peaks. A paradise for those into high country fishing, the lake is abundant with brown and rainbow trout plus salmon. It is also very deep, making it an exciting challenge for fly fishing. Next we headed a bit further down Godley Peaks Road to Lake McGregor campsite. The road is very scenic and there are some great views. Lake McGregor is right next to Lake Adriana and is also a camping ground, $10 per person. There's not a lot else there, but the lakeside area is nice enough. For the best views of Lake Adriana, you'll need to walk up the four-wheel drive track near the car park. It's close to the little bridge and the camping ground. It should be obvious. Once you're at the top, there's a track with impressive views over Lake Adriana, Lake McGregor and Lake Tekapo. We stopped next to the stream connecting Lake Adriana to Lake McGregor to have some lunch. It was a very nice and tranquil spot with a pair of very tame ducks that wanted some food. We gave them some scraps of our lunch, which they gobbled up. After lunch, we headed off to the Mackenzie Pass.
Today we're going to do Mackenzie Pass Road, named after the famous, was it John Mackenzie? I'm not contraming, but basically what Mackenzie country is named after. He was put in jail for supposedly stealing livestock, and the pass I'm going through today is what he used to actually push livestock through into the Mackenzie country. The story is a little bit flaky, but yeah, so we're going to check it out. Always wanted to come through here. It's an alternative to the standard old road that everybody takes into Tekapo. Gravel road, and there might be a bit of a surprise halfway. Anyway, see you guys later. This spot, James Mackenzie, the free boater, was captured by John Sidebottom and his Maoris Tycho and 17, and escaped from them the same night, 4th of March 1855.
That brings us to the end of this episode. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.